Revelation 3679. From the 7th of February 1946. No apostasy of his own from God possible. No power of the world and no force of the underworld will be able to oust me from the hearts of my own, for they are seized by my love and can never detach themselves from it. My love is exceedingly powerful in its strength, and every other power shatters because of it. Wherever I can therefore work through my strength of love, there is no more apostasy, no more decline to fear, because my own will then also be in knowledge, and the knowledge will also strengthen their will to resist. Their goal is clear before their eyes. They do not enter into darkness and therefore do not allow themselves to be distracted by the world's efforts to divert them from the right path. For from above, from the spiritual kingdom, a hand reaches out to them which they recognize as the Father's loving hand that wants to save and guide them. And they willingly take hold of this hand and are then untouchable for all strength which has my adversary as its origin. And if they lose their earthly life in the process, they willingly surrender it, because the soul will then be closer to me than ever. Mine will not be lost. They have passed their test of earthly life, for they have found their way to me of their own free will, and I will never again let go of what I once regained, what has turned to me of its own free will out of darkness. And therefore my own should not be fearful and not fear earthly hardship either, for their earthly path will end one day and they will truly exchange earthly life for a heavenly beautiful life in eternity which will compensate them 1,000-fold for all earthly hardship and suffering. My own should only believe that my love protects them in every adversity and danger of body and soul. Then they will also pass through earthly hardship unharmed, and the burden imposed on them will also be bearable for them, for it will only oppress the body for a short time. Then all adversity will come to an end and a blissful fate in the beyond will follow. Mine must always be willing to confess me aloud before the world. They must be so closely united with me that they will always feel me next to them, and therefore cannot take a step without mentioning my nearness, my presence. Their everlasting thoughts shall be directed towards me, they shall begin their day's work with me, they shall end it with me, their souls shall constantly seek me and be happy to be allowed to converse with me. For these are my own who, driven by the love of their heart, strive towards me, who can receive nothing but love because they give love, and who are therefore also filled by my strength of love which pushes them ever closer to me because my love constantly draws them. For love seeks union, and if I seize my own in my love I will also never let them go from me, just as my own feel the love for me as beatitude and never want to give me up for the sake of earthly reward. And therefore no earthly power and no evil spiritual strength will be able to separate my own from me, but only cause them to unite with me all the more intimately the more they are pressed from outside. And they will be victors even though they seem to be earthly defeated, even though everything is taken from them and their physical existence is thereby called into question. I take care of my own, and truly, better than the world can provide for them. I do not leave them in adversity, and when the time is right I take my own from earth in order to introduce them into my kingdom where all adversity will come to an end. Amen.